Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we have a new video. Today we want to talk about how to prepare for Google interviews. And short answer, it depends. What role are you applying for? Like it's a senior, mid, senior, or maybe a junior developer, or maybe a staff engineer. It depends on which role are you applying for, and based on this role you have to work on some certain things. So we have three types of interviews, and the first one is the problem solving interview. And in this one you just have like a lead code problem, and you try to work with it with your interviewer to solve this problem. And in this type of interviews, you've been judged by your solution, your communication, and how you manage to solve this problem. The second thing is that system design interview. And in this one, you just get like a vague question from your interviewer, like design Facebook and design YouTube, and you should just take this question and open and transform it into a 45 minutes discussion with your interviewer about how we can establish and design the specific system. And the third thing will be, let me just make sure that the third thing, it will be the behavioral interview. Let me make sure that I'm typing it right. Yeah, not right. So these type of three interviews, you have them. Let's say that you now got interview at Google, and you are trying to prepare all of these things. However, there is a big mistake that most of the developers are working on, that which is maybe you find the developers are maybe focusing too much on solving the problem and not that much on the system design, and not at all on the behavior interview. And this could work if you're applying for junior role. Even mid role, this will not work. So how could you work, how could you solve could you prepare yourself in the best way possible so you will not waste time? So let's say that you are applying for a senior role at Google or Amazon or any FAANG company. This is work with any FAANG company. So in the problem solving, it would be like 30% of your work. Okay. In the system design, it will be maybe like 40%. The behavior interview, it will take more than that. You have to put all of your effort in the behavior interview if you're applying in a senior or maybe staff engineer or a principal engineer at Google, because it's important for the company to know that you are good and as a team member, as a team player, and you can share your toys with your team members, and you can lead them to fix problems. So basically, the journey of building new software products will be way more easier. So this is the thing. This is the path that you should go through if you are applying for senior. Like you are working for problem solving, and I guess this one will work by like maybe if you solve like 300 up to 200 medium questions in lead code, that will be good. In the system design, you have to know how the system works and how to design the system, and this one, it will be good by first you could just watch our series on how to design systems, and you could maybe watch our videos on how the system works, and this will give you an idea, and you can just train yourself by trying by yourself. Like after you're watching our videos, you train yourself by creating this system over and over by yourself. The behavior interview, it's just a chat between you and the interviewer. It will be something like, tell me about a time you failed with your task. Tell me about a time you had a conflict in the team. Tell me about a time you show ownership principles. Tell me about the time. It starts always with tell me about the time, and your job is that to to bring a story that happened from your career until and expose for your interviewer about what he really wants. So basically, if I'm saying, tell me about the time you had a conflict with your teammate, I just want to know what will you behave, or how will you behave when you do, and when you be in the team conflict with the teammate. Basically, you could just, if you wanna access pass the behavior interview, you should follow something called like a star method. So basically, the situation and the task, the action, and the result. For example, if I've been asked, tell me about the time you have a conflict or this situation. I had a situation between me and one of the teammates that we had been disagreeing about using a specific. Let's say we had a disagreement on using Next.js instead of React. And I wanted to use React because I know React is have been there forever, and Next.js is new, so it could lead to a problem. This is not true, but like I'm just trying to build any story for you guys, so you know what's like how you could predict it. So the task right now. So I will say, okay, this is the situation. I will say the T for the task. So as a senior developer in my team, I should take the responsibility and dig deep and know why and try to fix this situation as fast as possible in the best way possible. So this is the task, and the action is that I did had a discussion with my teammate and to know what he really wants to do and why he wants to do it, and he talked about why the serverless is better and it will increase our SEO and it will increase our user satisfaction, and this what it's application it's all about. And I guess he was right. So we moved to Next.js, and the result, it will be our application was quite bigger, and it was has more user was interacted with it, and yeah, that's it. So this is how the STAR method works in the behavior interview. In the system design interview, it will be something different in that it will be quite fake question that your interviewer will try to ask you, like design YouTube, design Facebook, design blah blah blah, and you try to open a discussion and try to ask a question and try to do communication. You've been judged on the system design with your time management skills, your system information skills, your communication skills, okay, and also your planning skills, because you have only 40 minutes. You should plan good for this one. And the problem solving interview, you got some problem on the something is like similar to the problems that I have on lead code, for example, and that I have tons of videos about lead code problems. Feel free to watch them. So it will be exactly like that. It will be a problem that you should have a result, and you will be judged by your performance and your communication, and also the time complexity of your application, of your function. So basically, that's the three main things. And if you are if you're applying for seniors, you should care this you should care this way with your preparation for your interview. You should care the most about behavior interview and less system and less problem. That doesn't mean you shouldn't care. You should care. You should be extremely good in system design and extremely good at problem solving, but you should be extremely great at behavior interview, and this is where everything is go. So this is it basically in how you could pass this interview and how you can prepare for it in the best way possible. So that's it for this video, and I hope you like my content. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a video, and see you in future problems.